Good evening, everybody. Welcome, Round Rock High School. We are live here in the gym smaller than Bastrop High School. We're in one of the flex gyms. I don't know what's going on. The main gym has a leak. They cannot be using it for volleyball, and that was found out this afternoon about the time Georgetown rolled into Round Rock. And so we squeeze in to the small facility here. I think you can see across the way the amount of people filling it up here at Round Rock High School as the varsity goes through their warm-ups. Georgetown just finishing, and now the Round Rock Dragons going through their warm-ups here to be preparing for this matchup. And what a matchup it'll be. Last year, you saw how good it was. If you remember, Round Rock came into Georgetown, jumped up to a 2-set lead over your Lady Eagles, and then Georgetown got a little crazy. And they went on a 3-set run, did the reverse sweep, and took the match 3-2 over the Round Rock Dragons. So some revenge on the mind of some of these seniors from Round Rock as they come back here to their own home and want to right that wrong. How does it stack up in the series of the history? If you look at it, Georgetown and Round Rock leads the series head-to-head 11-10, but that was wiped clean. The reverse sweep last year kind of righted some wrongs, made it what a great opportunity for this Lady Eagle team, and now they are on a run to begin this year. They start at 10-0 after their first weekend. They won on Tuesday to open up the season against the Leander Lions, and then went on a 9-0 run in the game in the tournament there at Georgetown High School. They won the gold bracket on Saturday afternoon over the Lavernia Bears to win it all. 9-0 in that series. In that tournament, 10-0 overall as they come into this matchup against the Dragons as they both prepare for the Fraulein Fest down in New Braunfels this weekend. Round Rock comes in 9-2 overall, and they are on a run of their own. And a lot of key players stepping up. Your stars are out. Alexa Ankerstar is number 8 on this Round Rock team, a senior. She is out from an ankle injury. As I sit here and watch them go through warm-ups, I do not see her swinging away. So I believe she will be out again as well. But you got that big loss for them. And some of the freshmen standing up. Carrington Thornton, a sophomore outside hitter, she has stepped up and played a lot of sets for the Lady Dragons. And so it'll be interesting to see who steps up in the absence of a couple of these seniors, big players. One of the setters out as well for the Dragons. And so we'll get ready to look at all of that as we get closer to go time. The Lady Dragons of Round Rock High School are in the all-black unis, black spandex with the black long-sleeve jerseys, rock down the sleeves with the white numerals, and on the back of those jerseys, Round Rock in capital block print lettering for the Round Rock Dragons. The Georgetown Lady Eagles have on the black spandex, and the uniforms they're wearing are a secret because they still have on their warm-ups. I believe they're in all white tonight. They're white jerseys with the arm sleeves as well, but we'll confirm that when they get ready for the introductions. But the crowd has piled in here, and man, they are here for what you should expect. That's a great match between the Georgetown Eagles and the Round Rock Dragons. Let's take a quick timeout while Round Rock finishes up their warm-ups. We'll get ready for introductions, the national anthem, and the start of tonight's match. You're listening to Georgetown Lady Eagle Volleyball live here on the SHN Sports Network, presented by the First Responder Broadcast Team. And it's brought to you because of the support of the Lady Eagle Volleyball Booster Club. We'll take a quick time out. Lady Eagle Volleyball just around the corner live here on the SHN Sports Network. And we head to the service warm-ups here from both these teams. The Round Rock Dragons, the Georgetown Eagles, live here at Round Rock High School as these teams get ready for a big weekend, the New Braunfels Fraulein Fest. Georgetown has their bracket out on Thursday. They will play Gregory, Portland, Arlington, and the New Braunfels Unicorns on Thursday. Their times are 10, 12, and 2 p.m. on Thursday. We will not have the New Braunfels Fraulein Fest games broadcast. We will be back next weekend for the Volleypalooza put on by Leander. Georgetown will be one of the host sites, so we will have that tournament live on the SHN Sports Network. And the only mix-in that could be a caveat to that could be on Friday night, depending on when the bracket is on Thursday. And Friday is Georgetown football starts on Friday night, the 30th, and we will have that game live at Birkelbach Field as Victoria East Titans come in to take on the Georgetown Eagles there in the opening football game. But get ready. Lots of sports, lots of activity as this school year is well underway. They start week 2, the first full week of school this week on the campus of Georgetown and of Round Rock. Round Rock started last Tuesday, Georgetown on Thursday. The first full week in full effect for both schools is this week. And so obviously that is the most important thing. Best of luck to these student athletes as they put in all the hours between classes, studying, homework, and volleyball as they perform to showcase their skills for their schools and the pride that they carry. And so best of luck to both of the students, athletes on both sides of the ball for Georgetown and for Round Rock. Round Rock comes in, head coach Christy Dreyer, assistant coach Shara Ward, Chloe Williams, Cohen Olson, and Christina Sotelo for the coaching staff. Christy Dreyer and Shara Ward. The managers, Chloe Williams, Cohen Olson, and Kristen Sotelo. For the Lady Eagles, it is head coach Jenny Richardson in her 16th season, Shelby Good, Ashley LeCan, Jason Allgood, and Kate Strahan are all the coaches here. The managers for the Georgetown Lady Eagles, Abby McConnell, Sydney Wood, and Addison Rodriguez. So Georgetown at a 5A Region 3, District 23. Round Rock at a 6A Region 4, District 25 as they represent here tonight at home between Georgetown and the Lady Eagles. Georgetown in the road blue uniforms, long sleeve blue uniforms. Eagles in capital block print lettering across the front, outlined in white. The Eagles on the front. Georgetown capital block print lettering across the back on top of the black numerals outlined, or the white numerals on the front and back of the jerseys. And the libero, Reagan Ramirez, will be in the all-white uniform, all-white jersey with Eagles in capital block print lettering blue on the front with the long sleeve white jersey, blue sleeves for the libero, Reagan Ramirez. Both teams go through their final huddles here. Coach Dreyer and the Lady Dragons on the right side. The Lady Eagles here with Coach Richardson and her staff on the left side. As you can see, the crowd has filled it in, but you can't see that because I didn't go back to it, and so I apologize. And so I'm going to have to downsize. Hold on. I'll figure this all out. Tonight, bear with me. I've got to have a moving camera, and I'll be the one moving it because we are in such tight quarters here on the small gym here at Round Rock High School. We expect it to be up higher where the stationary camera would cover everything. And so I will do my best to keep the action described to you, but also the camera work at its peak to keep the action for you to be able to be seen here in this matchup for Georgetown and the Round Rock Lady Dragons. We'll go to the PA announcer for the starting line, or for the rosters for both these teams here at Round Rock High School.
At this time, we ask that you please rise for the flag of our
So back here live, Georgetown High School, or Round Rock High School, as the Lady Eagles and the Lady Dragons get set for battle here in this best of 5 matchup. 5-set match, first 1-3 will win it all. And be prepared to move on to the Braunfels Fraulein Fist. The Lady Eagles on your left side to get things started. Remember, bear with me tonight. I'm so low, and the camera has to move. We're so close here in the gymnasium, and so we're going to have to keep the camera trying to move it while I call to action. And so you may get some tight shots. This is as zoomed out as the camera gets. And so we'll try to do it as best as possible for tonight's ball game. But just bear with me. Don't be too rough on me. When we're at home, it's a lot easier to set this up and make it go. The Lady Eagles for the first set on the floor. On the front row is going to be number 5. That's Sadie McCauley. Mackenzie Bernard in the middle. Molly O'Shaughnessy here on the near side. On the back row, Allison O'Shaughnessy, Sophia Joseph, and Addie Guido for the Lady Eagles. Libero Reagan Ramirez will come in for Sophia Joseph in the middle of the back row. On the right side of the floor, you will see on the front row for the Lady Dragons, number 14, Alta Wilson. Number 4, Parker Featherstone. And number 21, Carrington Thornton. On the back row, number 7 checked out. That was Billy Anderson. She's joined on the back row by number 12, Brooklyn Bradley, and number 5, Aubrey Good. The libero, number 1, Emily Truon, has come in for number 7, Billy Anderson, on the back row for the Lady Dragons. And so we get ready for set number 1 to start. It'll be Allison O'Shaughnessy back to serve for the Lady Eagles to start things out. And so we will turn on the crowd mic when they kill the non-approved music. that we do not have the broadcast rights to, and so we don't want to have any. And we'll turn it on, and we get ready to go. Allie O'Shaughnessy to serve first for the Lady Eagles. Send it across. The Dragons have it. They'll set to the far side. The lefty swings, and that is on the back line for the point. Swing by number 14. That is Alta Wilson with the kill. 1-0. Georgetown or Round Rock takes the lead. Alta Wilson back to serve for the Round Rock Dragons. Ramirez, Allie over to McCauley. Her attack dug up. The Dragons reset. The play in the middle off the block. Allie O'Shaughnessy keeps it alive. Molly with the attack down the far side. The Dragons will have to play it up. Back here near side. The attack sent down the line. Guido has it. O'Shaughnessy far side to Molly off the blocks. Tracked down by Truan. The attack by the Dragons. Off the block it goes. Opposite direction away from Reagan Ramirez. 2-0 start there. The kill for number 4, Parker Featherstone, the junior. She will have the kill there. 2-0. The serve will come to your Lady Eagles. Guido up to Allie. Far side to McCauley. Off the block. Truan can't get a good touch on it. And out of bounds it goes. Side out to the Lady Eagles. 1-2. Georgetown trails by 1. And back goes Molly O'Shaughnessy to open up the serve for the Lady Eagles. Molly from the far side. Floated across. The Dragons will set it up. Set to the near side. The floater sent over. Ramirez gets a touch. Molly has the second touch. Guido sends the free ball over. And the Dragons will reset here. Tight shot across. Reagan Ramirez has the dig. Nice to Allie. Set in the middle to Bernard. The dunk down for Mackenzie Bernard. And that'll be a point for Georgetown. Even it up at 2 apiece is Dreyer for the Round Rock Dragons, the coach. Questioning the second touch there by O'Shaughnessy, wanting a double. Doesn't get it. It's a 2-2 ball game here in set number 1. O'Shaughnessy serve across. Truan up. Thornton gets served. And the big middle blocker. Technically an outside hitter there in the middle. Gets the attack and the kill for the Dragons. 3-2. Carrington Thornton, number 21, a sophomore outside hitter. Back to serve goes number 2, Coral Verico. She'll send it across far corner. Molly Ramirez will have the second touch far side to Guido. Her first swing and a big one off the hands of number 14, Alta Wilson for the kill. Mackenzie Bernard got the last kill. Guido with this one and a 3-3 score now. I think we're going to keep it steady right here. It's too much to go back and forth. Bernard with the serve. Sends it across. Free ball sent over there. Played up by the Eagles. Back row attack from Molly O'Shaughnessy. Sends it deep. Set to the near side. The big swing. Nope. The punch over. Played well by Bernard. Far side. McCauley's swing is off the Round Rock block and down on the Eagles side. Nice block there for the Dragons. And that'll be a side out to the Dragons. 4-3. They lead it. Thornton will come off. Billy Anderson goes on, and the libero Truan goes back to serve for the Round Rock Dragons. We'll just got to keep it right here, middle of the floor. You can see the back lines on the far side. We'll keep it here, make it easy to follow, and I can just detail it a little bit more for you. Truan serve across the way, and that is long and out. First service error of the ball game for either team. That's on the Dragons. Side out back to Georgetown, and evens up 4-4. Sadie McCauley will come off, back to serve on. Comes on subbing is Amelia Albright for the Lady Eagles. The sophomore serves from the near side, sends it across. Set near side, the tip over by Anderson, read by Albright. Allison sets Molly in the back row, the tip over, and a good read there, number 14. Alta Wilson unable to get to that one, give the kill to Molly O'Shaughnessy. Her first and a 5-4 lead for Georgetown. Here early in set number 1, here at Round Rock High School. We're in a smaller gym tonight. We'll bring it the best we can. Albright serve into the net. She'll have the first service error of the ball game for the Lady Eagles. 5-5 the score on that side out. And back to serve goes number 12, Brooklyn Bradley, sophomore outside hitter. Bradley will serve from the far side. Sends it across. Ramirez up to Albright. Back set to Guido. The swing, the kill off of Truon. That will be Guido's second kill of the night. Side out back to Georgetown. 6-5. Georgetown leads it here. I think what we'll do here is also move our scoreboard across and put it on Round Rock side. Switch it each game. Dragons will attack the lefty. Wilson hits it long. Unforced error there on the Dragons. Point to Georgetown, their biggest lead of the set, 7-5. Serve from Guido, far corner. It is a service error. 2 service errors in the set for Georgetown. Side out back to the Rock. 7-6 it goes. In for Round Rock comes number 4 and 5, Featherstone and Good. There's number 2 and 18 check out. That's Verico and Sophia still. Serve from number 5, Good. Ramirez set far side to Molly O'Shaughnessy, sends it down the line, but can't be handled there by Aubrey Good. And it's a kill for Molly O'Shaughnessy, her second of the set. And an 8-6 lead on that side out for the Georgetown Eagles. Back to serve goes Reagan Ramirez. Joseph off, Bernard back on the front row for your Lady Eagles. Ramirez serves across. Truon set, Good, Good this side. Guido with the dig. Albright puts it up in the middle, a little confusion. Bernard keeps it alive. A double attack there for the Dragons. They were just as off balanced on their attack as Georgetown was, but they get the side out on the tip over by number 14, Alta Wilson. Into serve for the Lady Dragons comes the senior, number 13, Jackie Cho. She'll come in for Billy Anderson here, or correction, number 7. Yeah, Billy Anderson. Reagan Ramirez, first touch. Albright set far side. Molly O'Shaughnessy's attack. Dug up by Cho. Set in the middle. Thornton blocked at the net by Bernard. A battle at the net. And there's the lift on Thornton. A good job there. Mackenzie Bernard doing her job, the 6'1 middle blocker. Substitution here. McCauley back in for Albright. McCauley on the front row with Molly O'Shaughnessy and Mackenzie Bernard. Back to serve goes Allison O'Shaughnessy. Allie serves it over. Cho up to Good. Wilson's shot blocked. The free ball sent over, but it dies behind the 10-foot line. And it finds a point. Creative little free ball sent over there, and it dies short. Point to the Dragons on the side out. 8-9, Georgetown by 1. Guido's touch on the serve goes awry. Ace to the Lady Dragons, and it's a 9-9 ball game. Alta Wilson back serving for the Dragons. She's the junior outside hitter, the lefty. She's on the far side. A serve across the way. Ramirez up to Allie. Set far side to McCauley. Her attack. Overpass on the dig by Wilson. And so a kill there for Sadie McCauley, her first. Side out back to Georgetown, a 10-9 lead for the Lady Eagles. Back to serve goes Molly O'Shaughnessy. For the Eagles, Molly on the far side. Molly will send it across near side. Set in the middle, Thornton swing, and it's wide on the far side. Unforced error there. That'll give the point to Georgetown, 11-9. Carrington Thornton, the big swing by the sophomore outside hitter, but sent it across court. Wide for the mistake. Point to Georgetown. Molly to serve again, sends it across. Tight pass at the net. There's the Eagles to dunk it down, but a nice save there, and it's out. As number 12, Brooklyn Bradley, the sophomore, sends it across, but wide here on the near side. Now Alta Wilson will come out. Number 19, Viviana Astil. So you got Sophia and Viviana Astil, 18 and 19 juniors. One's an outside hitter, one's a defensive specialist. Molly to serve for the Eagles, sends it across deep. Astil up to Good. The free ball sent over. There's Molly. Allie back set to Guido. Her attack off the block of the Lady Dragons, out of play. A kill for Georgetown. And a 4-point lead, 13-9. Guido's third kill, and a timeout by head coach Dreyer of Round Rock. Quick timeout. Lady Eagle Volleyball continues in just a moment here on the SHN Sports Network. back here live. Round Rock High School, we're in set number 1, 13-9, Georgetown by 4. Molly O'Shaughnessy back to serve for the Lady Eagles. From the far side, Coach Dreyer of Round Rock calls her first time out of the set to serve nice and deep. But still, far side to set up the attack into the back part by number 4, Parker Featherstone, the junior outside hitter, is good for a side out, 10-13. 2 for 4, that's Verico for Featherstone. 18 for 5, that's Sophia Estill for Aubrey Good. Back to serve goes number 2, Coral Verico, the senior setter. Her serve across. Molly up to Allie. Back set. Bernard off the block. Dug up by the Dragons. It'll be a back row attack by Cho. Into the block of Bernard. A touch there by McCauley, but it finds the floor. So give number 13, Jackie Cho, the kill. 4th kill for the Dragons. And with a point, it's an 11-13 score. Georgetown by 2. As Verico continues her serve, trailing by 2 here. 11-13. Guido, Allie, back to Guido, the kill. And that's on the line. That's a good kill there. The line judge with a hesitation call. 4th kill of the set for Addie Guido. Side out back to Georgetown, 14-11. Georgetown by 3. Mackenzie Bernard back to serve. As Ramirez comes off, Sophia Joseph back to the front row. The serve up to the net tight. Thornton, her tip over, played by Allie. Bernard sets near side to Guido. Her attack cross court dug up by Verico. The Dragons reset far side. The attack dug up by Molly to Allie. Set in the middle, Joseph sends it deep and finds a hole there in the back of the floor as Cho laid out but couldn't get to it. Sophia Joseph, her first kill. And a 15-11 score. Georgetown to back up by 4, matching their largest lead of the set. Here in this little small gym. We're not in the main gym. They have some technical difficulties over there. Tight pass kept alive. The swing dug up by Molly. Allie here on the near side sets Molly on the back row. The tip over the block finds it as Thornton left her feet early. And a point there as Molly O'Shaughnessy, her 3rd kill of the set. Gives the Eagles their largest lead, 15-11. And here comes a substitution, number 7. That's Billy Anderson coming in for number 13, Jackie Cho for the Dragons. On the front row for your Lady Eagles, Sadie McCauley, Addie Guido, Sophia Joseph on the back row, Molly and Allie O'Shaughnessy and Bernard serving. Serve across. Verico will set near side. Estill, her attack dug up by Guido into the net. Kept alive. Bernard sends it across. The Dragons reset. Truon far side to number 12, Bradley. Dug up near side. McCauley tips it over. The Dragons will reset. Set in the middle. Thornton the tip. And it's into the net. The Lady Eagles keep it alive. The Dragons reset. Thornton with the big swing there. And there she gets a kill for the Lady Dragons. 5th kill of the set for Round Rock. Side out back to the Dragons, 12-16. Dragons trail by 4. Back to serve goes the libero, Emily Truon, the senior. From the near side, her jump serve across. Molly up to Allie. Allie will set far side to Guido. Her swing off the block and down. Another kill for Addie Guido, her 5th of the set. Side out back to Georgetown. And that'll match the biggest lead, 17-12 for Georgetown here in set number 1. Sophomore Amelia Albright checks in for Sadie McCauley. Albright will drop back to serve for the Lady Eagles from the near side. McCauley serve, or Albright serve across the way. Bradley up to Verico. Middle attack, dug up by Ramirez, a one-arm dig. Guido's tip over near side. A scramble by Estill, the set back to her. The cross-court attack dug by Guido. Albright, back set. It's a swing by Allie O'Shaughnessy, dug up by Truon. The tip of the net, blocked by the Lady Eagles. Another tip of the net, blocked by the Lady Eagles. The Dragons will reset far side. The tip over. Reagan Ramirez, a great dig. Another ball sent over. A dig by Molly. Set near side. Allie's tip finds the floor. What a play by your Lady Eagles. Allie O'Shaughnessy gets the kill. But what a dig. Molly, Addie, Reagan Ramirez, the Lady Eagle defense on fire there. And give the point and the kill to Allie O'Shaughnessy. And Georgetown takes their biggest lead, 18-12. Second timeout for the Round Rock Dragons. We'll take it with them. Lady Eagle Volleyball continues in just a moment. Back here at Round Rock High School in the auxiliary gym, the 100 gym, as the main gym out of order with the leak there. So we're playing in the small gym. That's why the camera is tight, but we give you as much action as we can on the camera without being able to move it back and forth. The Lady Eagles lead it here in set number 1, 18-12 over the Round Rock Dragons. Coach Dreyer has burned both of her timeouts. Albright with the serve. Overpass. Guido dunks it back down. Truon keeps it alive. The Dragons send a free ball over. Albright. Allie O'Shaughnessy near side. Set far side. Guido. The big kill. Oh, baby. Addie Guido having a set. That's her 6th kill of the set for your Lady Eagles. And a 19-12 lead for your Lady Eagles. Largest of the set. Great set there from Allie O'Shaughnessy. Far side to Guido. And the big hammer dropped by Addie. Albright serves again near side, a sharp shot off of a steal. Truon, second touch, comes forward, and Billy Anderson sends a free ball over. Guido to Albright, back to Guido, the big swing into the block. The Eagles will reset. Albright back to Guido, and she'll go, but the tip, it's off the net, kept alive, but a net violation on the Lady Dragons, number 7, Billy Anderson. So a big mistake there gives Georgetown the point, 20-12, an 8-point lead as they continue to build on their largest lead of the set. Albright to the near side, gets a sign from Coach Jenny Richardson to serve across. Off of a steal to the far side. Verico saves it, a free ball sent across. Molly up to Albright, quick set. Joseph tips it deep. Astil tracks it down. Set near side to the other Astil. Blocked at the net. Scrambled by the Dragons, a free ball sent over deep. Molly up to Albright, far side Guido, the big swing. The block played up by Albright. It's kept alive. The free ball sent over. Tack at the net, dug up there. But a violation on the Dragons. Another net violation on Billy Anderson. Number 7, the junior middle blocker, 2 in a row, and those are costly. 21-12, a 9-point lead for the Lady Eagles, where the rally, a big block there. The Eagles are scrambling, and the Dragons bail out Georgetown again. 21-12, Albright serves again. Cross court, rocket ace off of the arms of number 12, Brooklyn Bradley. First ace for the Lady Eagles and a 10-point lead, 22-12. No more timeouts, so Round Rock's got to weather this storm here, trailing by 10. Albright near side, another serve near side. Viviana Astil, and a mistake there, a hitting error by Billy Anderson. It was a rough set that came to her on the near side. And a point to Georgetown, the lead to 11. Albright's been at this attacking serve for a while, and she sent some great ones over. She's back again. The sign from Coach Richardson is Albright readies. Near side, a rocket sent nice and deep. Truon up to Verico, back set. Bradley's attack, cross court, and it is, I don't know. It's called on the line by the Round Rock Dragon line judge, but that was a close one there. Give the kill to the Dragons. They're 6th of the set, side out. And back to a 10-point deficit. Bradley back to serve. And here comes a substitution for the Lady Eagles. Number 4, Jaden Meisner. That's the 5'10 senior outside hitter. Comes in for Sophia Joseph. On the front row for the Lady Eagles. Bradley back to serve on the far side for the Dragons. The jump serve across the way. Molly up, Albright. She'll back set to Guido near side. Her attack just sails long for Guido. Point to the Dragons, 14-23. They trail by 9, and that'll draw a timeout from head coach Jenny Richardson. We'll take it with them, 23-12. Georgetown leads set number 1. Eagle Volleyball continues in just a moment here on the SHM Network. Back here at Round Rock High School, the Georgetown band brings us back. They're on their Texas mashup. The Dragons trail by 9, 14-23. As Bradley to serve again, far side. Ramirez up to Albright, back set Guido, her attack off of Truon for the kill. A big swing there by Addie for a set point. Addie's 7th kill of the set. 24-14, Georgetown by 10 as Guido will drop back to serve for set number 1. 24-14, Georgetown leads it. Guido gets the sign from Coach Richardson. Addie ready to go here from the near side. Serve across from Guido. Free ball sent over by Bradley. Ramirez up to Albright. Set far side. Molly O'Shaughnessy off the block. The Dragons dig it up. Truon will have the second ball to the far side. Wilson swing. It's a hitting error there by the Dragons. And set number one goes to your Lady Eagles. 25-14. Georgetown takes a one-set lead over the Round Rock Dragons. Quick timeout, set two. When we come back live here on the SHN Sports Network. Back here at set number two we go. Georgetown 25-14. They take set number one here at Round Rock High School over the Round Rock Dragons. We get ready for set number two. On the floor for the Lady Eagles, Sophia Joseph on the back row. She'll come off for the libero, Reagan Ramirez. On the front row will be Mackenzie Bernard at the middle blocker position. Otherwise, on the floor, you'll have Albright along with Allie and Molly O'Shaughnessy and Annie Guido. Unofficially, official stats from me for set number one. 3 kills for Molly O'Shaughnessy, 1 for Macaulay and Joseph, 1 for Bernard and Allison O'Shaughnessy, 7 for Addie Guido. She had more sets than I have for the Round Rock Dragons, as I had them at 6. 1 ace apiece, 2 service errors to the Lady Eagles, 1 for the Lady Dragons. Round Rock will open up the serve here in the second set, and that will be number 4, Featherstone. On the floor in the front row is the freshman Thornton, the sophomore Thornton, along with Sophia Estill and number 14, number 14, Wilson. And the first serve from Featherstone is long and out. So a service error, second of the night for the Dragons. Starts off the second set for Georgetown with a point. 1-0, and back to serve goes Molly O'Shaughnessy. Molly floats it near side. Wilson. Ball set to the far side, off the block. Guido has it. Allie O'Shaughnessy back to Guido, and her tip over off of Thornton, dug up by the Lady Dragons. Sent across, Allie O'Shaughnessy to Albright. Set near side, Guido, the big swing off the block and down for the kill. And it's a 2-0 lead for the Lady Eagles. Here in set number 2, Guido, her first kill of the set, 8th of the night for my stats. The serve from O'Shaughnessy off the arms of Wilson. Truon chases it down. Free ball is handled by Bradley, but it is short. So a hitting error there as Bradley and Sophia still run into each other. So an unforced error there. And a 3-0 lead for the Lady Eagles as Molly O'Shaughnessy back to serve again from the near side. O'Shaughnessy drops it short behind the 10-foot line. Thornton has a second touch. Still sends the ball over. Dig by Molly. Allie sets to Bernard in the middle. Off the block. Nope, off the tape. 4 hits there on the Lady Eagles. Side out back to the Dragons. 3-1. Georgetown by 2. And I said I was going to do it. I'm going to do it again. We're going to move the scoreboard back across to the Round Rock side to not block your Eagles. And the serve here from Wilson. Allie sets Bernard on the slide attack. Dug up by Truon. Set at the middle. Thornton, her attack off a diving Ramirez for the kill. 3-2. Round Rock trails by 1. Back to serve goes out to Wilson. On the front row for the Dragons, Sophia is still, along with Brooklyn Bradley and Carrington Thornton. The serve across, Ramirez up to Allie, near side to Guido. Off the net, kill off of Truon. Second kill for Guido. And a side out back to Georgetown. 4-2. Georgetown leads by 2 here in set number 2. They took set 1, 25-14 as Mackenzie Bernard back to serve. Reagan Ramirez comes off. Sophia Joseph on the front row for your Lady Eagles. Bernard will serve near side, sends it across. Bradley. Thornton on the attack. It's wide. Another unforced error there. The hitting error by the sophomore is wide on the far side. Point to Georgetown, 5-2. Mackenzie Bernard will continue her serve here. Nyla Beaucamp setting on the front row for the Dragons. Truon up to Beaucamp, set far in the middle. Nice dig there by Bernard. Albright's attack off of the arms of Wilson. Out of play. A good attack there by Amelia Albright. Her first kill of the match. And a 6-2 lead for the Lady Eagles. Here comes a sub for Round Rock. Number 6, Ava Young, the senior defensive specialist, comes in for number. Didn't see who she came in for there. Number 8, 6. We'll have to see. Thornton's attack. It's off the block and out for the Round Rock Dragons. Her second kill of the set. 6-3. Georgetown leads it. Verico comes in for Sophia Estill. And number 16, Aubrey Conley comes in for number 10, Beaucamp. Conley, the junior outside hitter, moves to the front row with Bradley and Thornton. Back to serve Verico. Her serve near side. Guido up to Allie. Back. Attack there by Joseph. The Dragons will reset far side. Estill's attack is long and it is out. And the ref looking to see if there was a touch. Both line judges had no touch. So the attack is out. Side out back to the Lady Eagles. 7-3. Georgetown by 4. And back to serve goes Albright. Albright serve near side. Played up by Bradley. Verico offset. Thornton puts the free ball over. Albright set to Joseph. Blocked at the net there by Thornton. Side out back to the Dragons. 7-4. Georgetown by 3. Featherstone comes in on the front row. As Thornton goes off on the back row. Truon, the libero, back to serve for the Dragons from the far side. Truon serve across the way. It's a service error. She hit it about 10 feet out. Second service error of the set for the Dragons. Gives it right back over to the Lady Eagles. 8-4. Georgetown leads it. And Addie Guido back to serve for Georgetown. Guido's serve. Across the way, Bradley up to Verico, set back to Bradley. A little roll shot, and it's an unforced error. She hits it right into the net at the antenna. And a point to Georgetown, 9-4, Georgetown by 5. Guido to serve again from the middle of the back row. Just a reminder, like to tell you several times that we are in a small gym tonight, the main gym out of order here at Round Rock High School, so we're having to just keep it tight all night long. Truon Up to Verico, set tightly. Featherstone punches it over, read by Ramirez. Second ball is a bad touch there by Albright on a one-handed touch. She looks over at Coach Richardson, and another error there for the Lady Eagles. Gives it a side out, back over to the Dragons. So 5-9, they trail by 4. In comes number 14, Alta Wilson for number 6. Ava Young. Back to serve goes Brooklyn Bradley. She'll send it across Ramirez. Albright back set. Allison O'Shaughnessy the attack. A scramble, and here comes a free ball sent across. Ramirez has it up to Albright. Back row attack by Guido. Dig up by number 12, Bradley. It goes off of the roof here in the small gym and back down. A kill for Guido, her third of the set, 10th of the night by my calculations, and a 10-5 lead for your Lady Eagles. Ramirez back to serve for the Lady Eagles. From the far side, floats it nice and deep. Truon up to Verico, far side. The left-handed swing dug by Guido. Albright set near side. Molly O'Shaughnessy, there's a kill. Molly O'Shaughnessy with a big swing down the near side. First kill of the set, 4th of the night for Molly. An 11-5 lead for Georgetown, and a timeout for the Lady Dragons. We'll keep it going right after this timeout. Lady Eagles lead it by 6, 11-5 with a 1-set lead. Lady Eagle Volleyball continues in just a moment. Back here live, Round Rock High School. We're in set number 2. Georgetown a 1-set lead. They won at 25-14 in set number 1 and lead at 11-5 here in set number 2. Ramirez to serve for the Lady Eagles with that 6-point lead. From the middle of the back row, the serve across the way. Truon up to Verico. She'll set to the back row to Bradley. Her attack off the net and out of play. Another hitting error for the Lady Dragons. 12-5, Georgetown by 7. In comes Viviana Estill for number 12, Brooklyn Bradley. Bradley will take a seat, and the Lady Eagles will serve with a 7-point lead here in set number 2, 12-5. Get a little bit more sound in here. Sorry about that. Ramirez's serve across the way. Truon up to Verico. She'll set to the far side. The lefty Wilson, the attack, and it's on the back line for the kill. Nice swing by the lefty, Alta Wilson. Side out to the Dragons, 12-6. They trail by 6. Sophia Estill back in for Verico. And in comes number 10, Beaucamp, for number 16, Aubrey Connelly. Back to serve goes Beaucamp. The lefty from the near side, flat-footed walk-up serve. Guido, Albright, back set, Ali O'Shaughnessy. Off the block of the Dragons, out of play. Kill for Ali O'Shaughnessy, her first of the set, second of the night. Side out back to Georgetown. They lead it 13-6. And Ali O'Shaughnessy back to serve for the Lady Eagles. Molly O'Shaughnessy, Albright, and Mackenzie Bernard on the front row. Ramirez, the libero, on the back row with Guido and Allison. Allison serve across far side, and it is out for the service error. First of the set, third of the match for the Lady Eagles, 7-13. Round Rock trails by 6. Thornton back in on the front row as Truon, the libero, comes off for the Dragons. Back to serve is Featherstone. Into the net, a service error returned right back to Georgetown. Third of the set for the Dragons. 14-7, Georgetown by 7. And Featherstone comes right back off, and Truon back on. Back to serve goes Molly O'Shaughnessy. Molly from the near side of the back row. Sends it across, Truon. Up to Beaucamp, quick set to Thornton. She'll tip it over. There's Allie. Albright tries to dump the second ball over the net, but it's into the net for the error. Side out back to the Dragons, 8-14. They trail by 6. Brooklyn Bradley back on the floor for Viviana Estill. Back to serve goes out to Wilson, the lefty, from the near side. Flat-footed walk-up serve, floats it across. Guido up to Allie, back to Guido, near side, off the block. Wilson keeps alive, Truon, and now a free ball. by Wilson, sit deep. Ramirez up to Ali O'Shaughnessy. Back slide attack by Bernard off the face of Wilson. It's kept alive. Truon's free ball over. Ramirez up to Ali. Near side Guido. The big kill. Boom, baby. What a shot. She found the hole there and drove it between Beaucamp and Wilson for the kill. 4th of the set, 11th of the night. Side out back to Georgetown, 15-8. Georgetown by 7. Mackenzie Bernard will drop back to serve. Sophia Joseph back on the front row as Ramirez steps off. The serve from Bernard across. Bradley up to Beaucamp to Thornton next far side. Unforced error there by the sophomore Thornton. And a point to Georgetown, 16-8. They lead by 8 here in set number 2 with a 1-set lead. Mackenzie Bernard to continue her serve for the Eagles. From the near side, sends it into the net. Second service error of the set for the Lady Eagles, 4th of the night. And that'll give it to the Round Rock Dragons, 9-16. They trail by 7. Number 2, number 16 check in. That's Barrico and Connolly. Barrico will drop back to serve for the Dragons. Guido. Joseph back to Guido, the big swing into the block, kept alive. Alley to Albright, back to Guido, the big swing. Block me once, shame on you, because number 2's coming harder and heavier, and she hammered it down. Addie Guido, her 5th kill of the set, 12th of the night. Side out back to Georgetown, 17-9. Georgetown by 8. Back to serve goes Albright. From the far side, Albright's jump serve across the way. Bradley up to Verico, back set to Thornton. Her attack dug up by Molly O'Shaughnessy. Albright near side Guido, her swing, another kill. Addie Guido on fire tonight. That's number 13 on the night for Guido, 6th of the set. And an 18-9 lead, the largest of set number 2 for the Lady Eagles. Albright back to serve for Georgetown for the far side. The jump serve comes across to the near side, but out. 3rd service error for the Lady Eagles here in the set. Point to the Round Rock as the side out. 10-18. Round Rock trails by 8. Truon back to serve for the Lady Dragons. Featherstone back on the front as Thornton comes off on the back row. Truon serve across. Molly up to Albright. Back set Guido. Her attack finds the floor again. Her 7th kill of the set. Number 14 of the night. 19-10 Georgetown, and that'll force Coach Dreyer to take her second timeout of the second set. We'll take it with them. Georgetown leads at 19-10 here in set number 2. Lady Eagle Volleyball continues in just a moment. Back here at Round Rock High School, bring us back with a fight song. Georgetown dropping the hammer on the Round Rock Dragons here into set 2, lead it by 9, 19-10. Is Addie Guido back to serve for the Eagles again. Dreyer and the Dragons out of timeouts. Guido serve, Truon up to Verico. Attack by Conley off the block. Ramirez has it. Albright near side. Molly O'Shaughnessy down the near sideline into the block. Punched over. Guido keeps it alive. Albright sets it to Jeff. Sends it deep. Wilson saves it at the net. Featherstone block. Sophia Joseph right there with a big block. Featherstone tried to tip it across quickly, and there's Joseph stepping up and dropping it back down. 20-10. Georgetown by 10. Guido back to serve again. Middle of the back row. I forget one time tonight. I apologize. Verico will set over the head of Featherstone. She'll punch it over. Joseph sends it back over, and the Dragons reset near side. Bradley's attack, far on the far side, too far out. Another unforced error. A lot of hitting errors for the Dragons early here into set number 2. 21-11, 21-10, Georgetown by 11. Bradley will come out. Grace Georgians, the senior outside hitter, checks in for the first time in the match. Guido serve right at Georgians. Wilson saves it. Verico sends over the free ball. Ramirez up to Albright. Back set to Giuseppe, the tip. And there's a net violation whistled on number 16. That is on Conley. So the net violation, point to Georgetown. The lead up to 12, 22-10. Guido to serve again for the Lady Eagles. Jump serve from Guido, a rocket. Overpass, the spike back down, dug by Georgians. Guido had it, but Ramirez ran into her and knocked it away from her. So an unforced error there by the Lady Eagles, gives it back over to the Dragons. And here comes the substitution. Here is Mallory Miller will check in for Addie Guido. Mallory Miller, the 5'9" sophomore outside hitter, checks in for Guido on the back row. 11-22, the Dragons trail it by 11 here in set number 2. The serve across, Ramirez up to Albright. Quick set to Jeff into the net. Hitting her there for the Lady Eagles. 12-22. Dragons trail by 10. 25-14, Georgetown took set number 1. They lead the second set 22-12. Back to serve goes Georgian. Still send it across. Molly up to Albright. Back to Molly. Her attack into the block, and how it was kept alive, I don't know. Should have been a lift. It was carried on the chest of the Round Rock Dragon. Should have been a call made down here. Featherstone carried it off of her. No call made there. They get it across. Fine pay dirt. He cut the lead to 9, 13-22. Georgians to serve again from the near side. Floats it across. Molly overpass at the net. Dunked back down by Conley. 14-22 and a timeout from head coach Jenny Richardson. We'll take it with them. 22-14, Georgetown by 8 here in set 2. Eagle volleyball continues in a moment. The timeout called by Coach Richardson of Georgetown. The Dragons have the ball and trail by 8, 14-22. The serve from Georgians, Ramirez up to Albright, set near side, Molly into the block. It's kept alive. Verico will set far side to Conley. Her attack is long and out. Another hitting mistake for the Dragons. Side out back to Georgetown, 23-14. Giuseppe will come off. Bernard back onto the front row, and Ramirez, the libero, back to serve for Georgetown. Ramirez will move to the near side. Put the ball into play for Georgetown. Deep to Georgians. Played up to Verico. Set far side. Wilson dug up at the net. Alley keeps it alive. Dumps it down. The Dragons reset. Wilson swings again. Ramirez has the dig. Albright back to Molly. Near side into the block. Kept alive by Ramirez, but second ball hits the ground for Georgetown. Side out back to the Dragons, 23-15. Georgetown by 8. Sophia still comes in along with Beaucamp. Beaucamp will drop back to serve. 15-23. The Dragons trail by 8. Beaucamp, the lefty, sends it across. Miller up to Albright. Back set. Allison O'Shaughnessy's dig. Dug up by Georgians. Wilson swing. Blocked at the net. Mackenzie Bernard. A big block there. Makes it set point for Georgetown. 24-15. Great block by the 6'1" senior middle blocker, Mackenzie Bernard. Back to serve goes Allie O'Shaughnessy to serve for set number 2. From the far side, Allie serve across the way. Georgians overpass. Ramirez up to Allie. Near side Molly, the swing. Dug up by Beaucamp. Truon sends it far side to Still. Her shot wide on the near side. Error on Georgetown, or on Round Rock. Point to Georgetown. Set number 2. 25-15. Georgetown leads it 2-0 over the Round Rock Lady Dragons. 25-14, 25-15. Georgetown a 2-set lead. We go to the ever important set number 3 and see if your Lady Eagles can sweep it over the Round Rock Dragons. Quick timeout. Lady Eagle volleyball continues in a moment. And we go to set number 3, Georgetown on the front row. Albright, Bernard, and Molly O'Shaughnessy on the back row. Allison O'Shaughnessy, Addie Guido, and Sophia Giuseppe. Giuseppe will come off for the libero, Reagan Ramirez. For the Round Rock Dragons, on the back row right now stands Good, Featherstone, and Georgians. On the front row stands Wilson, Sophia Estill, and Thornton. Truon will come on for Featherstone on the back row for the Lady Dragons. So we go to set number 3, Georgetown, a 2-set lead, 2-0. 25-14, 25-15 to lead it over the Dragons here at Round Rock High School. We are in, I'll say it again for the third set to start. The camera is tighter than usual because of the playing arena that we are in. We're in a sub-gym. So we will keep it there and call it for you. Set to the far side, Wilson's attack dug up by Allie. Albright, quick set Bernard, her attack dug by Truon. Good will back set to Thornton. Her attack is on the near side and good. And the Lady Dragons will start off with a 1-0 lead here on that side out. The kill by Thornton. All the stats I give are officially unofficial by me. That's the 10th kill of the night for the Dragons. Ramirez takes the serve up to Allie O'Shaughnessy, far side Albright. Her attack is long and out. So the hitting error there for the Lady Eagles. Point to Round Rock, 2-0. Round Rock leads it here in set number 3. Now to Wilson, the lefty, the flat-footed serve across. Ramirez up to Allie. Back set to the back row to Guido. Blocked at the net by Thornton. Nope, into the net it went. So the hitting error there on the Lady Eagles makes it 3-0 Round Rock. Out to Wilson, moves to the far side. The lefty will draw the whistle and a flat-footed walk-up serve. Sends it near side. Molly to Allie, back row to Guido. Cut side to the far side. Good plays it. Truon. Free ball to the near side. Estill sends it over, but into the block of Bernard. A good read there by Bernard as Estill tried to attack from an odd angle here off the court, and Bernard read it. Side out back to Georgetown. 1-3. Georgetown trails by 2 as Molly O'Shaughnessy back to serve for the Lady Eagles. Far side sends it across. Wilson up to Good to Thornton. The tip over the block. Dug nicely by Allie. Guido's attack off the block. Good has it. Up to Truon. Near side to Estill. Her attack blocked by the Lady Eagles, but out of bounds. Oh, a side out back to the Dragons. 4-1. They lead it. Substitutions here. Verico in for Estill. Conley in for Good. Conley will go to the front row for the Dragons. Verico will go back to serve for Round Rock on the far side. Verico sends it across. Ramirez up to Allie. Set far side Guido. Her swing into the block of Thornton and deep. Celebrate it while you can, because Addie will come back with a vengeance here in a moment. Good block there by Thornton at the net. 5-1. Round Rock has the early lead. Verico serve. Molly. Albright will have the second touch. Far side to Guido. Guido swing there. Dug up, but off a light stanchion. It hits the floor. So a kill for Guido. Side out back to Georgetown. 2-5. Georgetown trails by 3. Bernard back to serve as the libero Ramirez comes off. Sophia Giuseppe back to the front row for the Lady Eagles. Bernard from the far side. Sends it across. Wilson, Truon, near side to Estill. Her shot into the block of Giuseppe and down for the kill. Side out back to the Dragons, 6-2. Thornton off on the back row. Featherstone back on the front row as the libero Truon goes to serve for the Dragons. Truon near us side, sends it across. Molly up to Allie, far side Guido, the big swing. Dug by Truon off the block, scramble, Verico, free ball by Truon, and the Eagles reset. Ramirez to Allie, backside here to Albright. Her shot, a kill for the sophomore Albright. Her first of the set, second of the night, and a 3-6 score here. Georgetown trails by 3 as Albright will cycle back to serve for the Lady Eagles. 2-set lead for your Lady Eagles. They trail it by 3 here in the third set, 3-6. Albright from the near side. The serve across the way off of True on an ace for Albright. 4-6 now. Georgetown trails by 2. Albright drops back, gets a sign from Coach Richardson from the near side. Jump serve on the way, nice and deep. Truon up to Verico. Weird set there. Conley punches it over. Ramirez tips it over. Joseph with a tip. Scramble for it. The Dragons. Georgian sends it over. Ramirez, first touch to Albright to Guido. The big swing. Truon will dig it. It's off a stanchion. Played well. The Dragons. Georgian sends it across. Molly to Albright. Far side Guido off the block. The Dragons keep it alive again. Truon will pass it over. Georgian's attack. Floats it deep and on the line. Nice location there for Grace Georgians, the senior. Give her the kill. And the side out to the Dragons, 7-4. Georgians came on in the second set and has stayed on the floor for the Dragons. It just played well from the far side. Her serve floats deep. Molly up to Alley, back to Molly. Back row attack tipped over. Featherstone, Verico, near side. Conley's attack off the block. Ramirez has it. Albright to Guido. Her swing and a kill. Addie Guido, a big kill there. Her second of the set, 16th of the night. Point to Georgetown, 5-7. Joseph will cycle off towards the back row for the libero. Ramirez to serve as Bernard back on the front row for your Lady Eagles. Ramirez from the far side. Jump serve across, deep. Georgians up to Verico, set to the near side. The lefty Wilson off of Albright, out of play. Kill to the Dragons. 4th of the set. Side out back to Round Rock. 8-5. They lead by 3. Verico comes out as Estill comes back on. That's Sophia Estill on the back row. Good comes in for the Dragons to serve. Aubrey Good, the junior setter, from the back row. Flat-footed serve floated across. Molly up to Albright. Ramirez will send a free ball over. Wilson, Good. Back set to Wilson. The lefty attacks and kills it onto the back line. 5th kill for the Dragons. 9-5, and that'll draw a timeout. No timeout call. Coach Richardson asking for her own rotation check. Right now, Georgetown trails set number 3, 5-9. Now the down official will check the rotation for the Lady Eagles. Some confusion here for the Lady Eagles of Georgetown. Coach wants to get it straightened out. The down ref does that as such. And so now, Aubrey Good will continue her serve for the Dragons, leading by 4, 9-5. Good from the far side. Serve across the way. Ramirez up to Albright. Back set to Guido. The big attack off Truon for the kill. 3rd kill for Guido, 17th of the set, and a 6-9 lead for the Dragons. Georgetown trails by 3. Guido back to serve for the Eagles. The O'Shaughnessy's and Joseph on the front row. Albright, Guido, and Ramirez on the back row for Georgetown. Service error there from Guido. First of the set for the Lady Eagles, 6th of the match. Point to Round Rock on the side out. 10-6, they lead by 4. As Featherstone back to serve. Truon comes off, and Thornton, the sophomore, on the front row for the Dragons. From the near side, Featherstone serve across the way. Ramirez up to Albright, set far side. Molly, the tip over. Georgians has a touch, and it is too long and out. She laid out for it, coming straight on, charging it, and just too much mustard on that one. And it carries out of bounds, side out back to the Georgetown Lady Eagles. 7-10. Joseph will go back to serve. Bernard on the front row. Joseph from the far side sends it across. Georgians off of her sideways towards the bench. And out of play, an ace there for the Lady Eagles. 2nd of the set, 3rd of the match. 8-10, Georgetown trails by 2. Good serve there by the senior Joseph. And here comes a substitution. Viviana Estill comes in for number 3, Grace Georgians, who has played well in her substitution here in the 2nd and 3rd sets. Joseph to serve, sends it across. Truon up to good to Thornton. Dug by Guido. Albright, other side to Molly. Her attack down the far side is wide. A hitting error there gives the side out back to Round Rock, and it's 11-8 Round Rock. And that'll be a timeout called by head coach Jenny Richardson of Georgetown. 11-8 here in the third set. Georgetown leads it 2-0. Lady Eagle Volleyball continues in just a moment here on the SHN Sports Network. Back out of the timeout called by head coach Jenny Richardson. Substitution as Georgians comes right back in for a steal on the front row. And back to serve goes out to Wilson, the lefty. Flat-footed serve, sent across the way. Guido up to Albright. Back row attack to Guido. Off the block played by Wilson. Good, keeps it near side. And a steal will send over a free ball. Ramirez, Albright, far side to Molly. The kill, Molly O'Shaughnessy. A big swing there. First of the set, fifth of the night for Molly. And a 9-11 score. Georgetown down by 2. Back to serve goes Allie O'Shaughnessy. Coach Richardson telling the girls, now take that point, let's make a run. Allie ready to serve from the near side. O'Shaughnessy across the way. Wilson to good. Near side Georgians to tip over. There's Allie to read it. Albright dumps the second ball over. Good read there by the sophomore. Great read from the sophomore setter. And it's just a 1-point deficit now. Give the kill to Albright. Second of the set, third of the match. And the Lady Eagles 10-11, trail by 1. Allie O'Shaughnessy near side to serve underway. Deep in the back row, Wilson to good. Set to Thornton, she'll hit it across off the block and out of bounds. Side out back to the Dragons, 12-10. Kill to the Dragons, they're 6th of the set. Just the 15th of the match. A still and a good out. Varico and Conley back in. Varico back to serve for the Dragons. Varico's flat-footed serve across. Ramirez, Allie, back set to Molly. Down the near sideline. Truon to Varico. Back row attack from Wilson. It is long and out. So a hitting error there by out to Wilson. Gives the side out back to Georgetown. 11-12. Georgetown trails by 1. Molly O'Shaughnessy to serve now for the Eagles from the far side. Molly's jump serve across the way, dies. Wilson plays it up to Varico, back set to Thornton. Her attack, cross court is wide. If she goes across court, she tends to hit it too strong and out. When she goes towards the center of the court, she drives it down. So the sophomore, another hitting error, and it's a tie ball game, 12-12. Here in set 3, Georgetown leads it 2-0. Molly, nice and deep. Georgians up to Varico, set to the near side. The tip over by Conley, blocked. The Dragons reset. Varico back to Conley. Her attack is deep. Molly up to Allie. Far side to Guido. Her attack blocked. Allie was there. Ramirez a touch. Guido free ball sent over. Truon up to Varico to Thornton. The tip over. Ramirez the dive. What a dig there. It keeps it alive. Back to Thornton. Blocked at the net. Dragons reset. This side to Conley. Free ball sent across. Ramirez up to Molly to Addie. Her attack blocked. Back and forth it goes. And what a play there by Thornton. With the big block. 13-12, the Dragons lead it by 1. Featherstone back on the front row. Thornton comes off in the back row, and Truon the libero to serve for the Dragons. 13-12, they lead by 1. Truon serve across the way. Molly, Ramirez second pass over to Guido, far side, cross court, kill. The celebration all of a sudden gets quiet when Guido heats back up and goes right back at him. Her 4th kill of the set, 18th of the night. And it's a tie score, 13-13. And you love the fact that the setters here at Georgetown will go right back to Addie Guido and let her swing away. Bernard serves again to the near side. Wilson up to Verico. Quick set to Featherstone, and she'll tip it right into the 10-foot line for the kill. Good read by Featherstone. Side out back to the Dragons, 14-13. They lead by 1. Viviana still checks on for Georgian. She'll drop back to serve for the Dragons. Viviana still from the far side, the serve across. Molly up to Alley, far side Guido. Her attack off the net, off a Truon for another kill. 5th of the set, 19th of the night. 14-14 on the side out. Georgetown and Round Rock tied up here in the 3rd set. Albright back to serve for the Lady Eagles from the near side. Gets the sign. The serve into the net for a service error. 2nd of the set for the Lady Eagles. Side out back to the Dragons, 15-14. Back on the front row comes Sophia Still. Back to serve comes on Aubrey Good. Conley and Verico come off for the Dragons. Aubrey Good from the far side gets the service whistle. The serve across the way. Molly up to Albright, keeps it alive. Free ball sent over by the Lady Eagles. Featherstone to Good, back to Alta Wilson, dug by Ramirez. To Guido, the attack, dug up by Truon. Good dig there. Featherstone tips it across. Albright keeps it alive. Alley to Guido, the cut shot off the block and out. Another kill for Addie Guido. Good scramble back and forth by both teams there. 15-15. Tied up again here in the 3rd set. Guido back to serve for Georgetown. Addie from the near side gets the sign. Serve across the way. Truon up to Good. Set in the middle. Featherstone, and her attack is down for the kill. Side out back to Round Rock. 16-15. Thornton back onto the front row. Featherstone will go back to serve as Truon, the libero, comes off the floor for the Dragons. Featherstone from the near side. Serve across court. Molly to Albright. Far side to Molly. The attack dug up by Featherstone. Good will back set to Wilson. Dug up by Guido. Albright. Back row attack by Guido. And it went right through the line at the net for the Dragons. Kill for Guido. 6th, 7th of the set. And the side out back to Georgetown. 16-16. We're all tied up again here in the 3rd set. Joseph back to serve. Bernard back on the front row. The libero Ramirez comes off. Joseph serve across near side, and it's wide for another service error. 3rd of the set. 8th of the night for the Lady Eagles. Point to the Round Rock Dragons. 17-16. Georgians back on for the Dragons for Viviana Still. Back to serve goes the junior outside hitter Alta Wilson for the Dragons. Flat-footed serve across the way. Guido. Molly keeps it alive. Bernard, the free ball sent over. Wilson. Good. Thornton punches it across. There's Ramirez. Far side to Molly. The attack dug by Wilson. Truon sets up to a Still. Her cross-court shot dug by Ramirez. Albright will set Guido back row. Cross-court dug by Good. Truon will have the second touch up to Georgians. Her attack floated over. Guido. Albright keeps it alive. Bernard with the kill. What a play by the sophomore Amelia Albright to keep that alive. And Mackenzie Bernard went up and got it. Her first kill of the set. And a side out back to Georgetown, 17-17. Allison O'Shaughnessy back to serve for the Eagles near side. The serve across the way. A Still to Good. To Thornton, tips it over. Bernard block and then sends it over. Good, back to Thornton. Blocked at the net. Overpass. Bernard tips it over. Truon back to the net. Off the Dragons, a scramble. Wilson sends a free ball over. Ramirez. Allie O'Shaughnessy, far side Molly. The attack. A kill! Georgetown keeps it alive and gets the hammer drop by Molly O'Shaughnessy. Her second kill of the set. 6th of the night, 18-17. Georgetown takes their first lead in a while here in the 3rd set. They lead 2-0. Alley from the near side. Sends it across for the Lady Eagles. The Dragons have to send a free ball over. Truon sends it across. Guido up to Alley. Back to Albright. Off the block. Off the top. Called in on the back row. Point to Georgetown. What a kill for Albright. It looked like it got tipped to the net there. But a kill for Albright nonetheless. Her 3rd of the set. 4th of the match. 2-point lead for Georgetown. 19-17. Allie O'Shaughnessy back to serve, still on the near side, gets the sign from Coach Richardson. The serve from O'Shaughnessy across the way. Set near side to Georgians, blocked at the net, scramble. Free ball sent over by Georgians. Georgetown readies. Set to Bernard, quick set off the chest of number 6, Ava Young. What a ball there by Mackenzie Bernard. Kill to Georgetown, 2017, and Coach Dreyer takes a timeout for the Round Rock Dragons. Third set, Georgetown now with a 3-point lead, 20-17. Quick timeout. Lady Eagle Volleyball continues in a moment. Here live, Round Rock High School. We're in one of the sub gyms, the auxiliary gyms, the 100 gym. We are packed in here like sardines tonight, and it's a battle back and forth that goes here in the third set. Georgetown 25-14 at set 1, 25-15 set 2, and lead it by 3 here, 20-17. Both teams with one timeout apiece left here in the third set. Allie O'Shaughnessy will continue her serve for the Lady Eagles from the near side, sends it across. A steal up to good, back to a steal. Her attack is deep, and it is out. A hitting error there for the Dragons makes it 21-17 Georgetown. Coach Dreyer paces in front of the Round Rock bench. Georgetown with a 4-point lead here in the third set. O'Shaughnessy across the way. Set near side to Thornton, the big swing, and it's off the block and good. And that's what I was just talking about. When Thornton swings towards the middle of the floor, she gets a little bit more oomph on it. When she cross-courts it, she tends to hit it out and less kind of accuracy on it for the sophomore. And that was a good tack right through the middle. Point to the Dragons on the side out, 18-21. And Verico back to serve. Sends it across, Ramirez up to Molly. Far side to Albright. It's a hitting error into the net. Point to the Dragons, 19-21. They trail by 2. Verico stays in the serve for the Lady Dragons, trailing by 2 here in the third set, trailing by 2 sets. The serve across, Reagan Ramirez up to Allie. Back set to Molly, the attack. Nice dig there by Young, but miscommunication between Verico and Truon. The ball hits the floor. Point to Georgetown on the side out, 22-19. Georgetown by 3. Molly O'Shaughnessy will drop back to serve for Georgetown. Georgetown just 3 points away. Just 3 points away from a 3-set sweep on the road at Round Rock. Molly to the far side to serve for the Lady Eagles. Gets the sign from Coach Jenny Richardson. Molly serve, Truon. Tight pass, kept alive, free ball sent over. Ramirez, Allie, Addie on the far side, the swing. Dug up by Verico, Truon. Passes ahead to Georgians, her attack. Dug up by Ramirez. Allie near side to Albright. Her swing off the block for a kill. Amelia Albright, her 4th kill of the set, 5th of the night. And it's 23-19 Georgetown. Got to think Coach Dreyer's holding on that last time out for set point. At this point, it's 23-19. Molly to serve again for the Lady Eagles. Molly on the far side. The serve underway. Georgians up to Verico. Back set to Thornton. Thornton dug by Ramirez. Allie keeps it alive. Free ball by Albright. The Dragons reset. Verico, quick set to Thornton. Blocked at the net. Dragons reset. Near side Conley. Blocked. Allie keeps it alive. Albright, far side Guido. Her swing. Off of the Verico for the kill. Addie Guido. What a shot there. Her 8th kill of the set. 24-19. Georgetown a set and match point. 24-19. Molly O'Shaughnessy serves for the set and the match. Gets the sign from Coach Richardson. Far side jump serve across the way. Georgians. Verico near side to Conley. The swing. And it's out, but it's off the tip. Side out to the Dragons, 20-24. There's a tip at the net that made it go long. Thornton goes out on the back row. True on to serve the libero. Featherstone back on in the front row. True on to keep the match alive for the Dragons. From the near side, the jump serve across the way. Ramirez, Allie, Addie, off the block. Kill! Ball game! Oh, baby! The Georgetown Eagles come on the road and sweep it 3-0 over the Round Rock Dragons. Quick timeout. Back to wrap it up. Lady Eagle Volleyball continues in just a moment. Back here at Round Rock High School, the Georgetown Lady Eagles win it 3-0 over the Round Rock Dragons. 25-14, 25-15, 25-20 to take it 3-set sweep over the Dragons. Round Rock falls to 9-3 on the season. Georgetown improves to 11-0 as they head to New Braunfels for the Fraulein Fest this weekend. Thursday, they will have Gregory Portland, Arlington, and New Braunfels at 10, 12, and 2. And then Friday will be Pool 2, depending on how they do, because they'll have a chance then on Friday to go into another pool and advance to the gold bracket. Take a quick timeout. We come back. We'll talk with one of the players, Coach Richardson, here on Lady Eagle Volleyball. Man, we're back here live on SHN Sports. Lady Eagles, man, Reagan Ramirez joins us, and it's awesome. We didn't even know it. Over 1,000 career digs tonight. We break it. Man, how does that feel for you on a 3-set sweep over Round Rock at Round Rock?
It feels really good. Last year, they played at our gym, and they beat us the first 2 sets, and we ended up reverse sweeping them, and we wanted to make sure that didn't happen again. So we just took care of business in the first 3 sets.
A commit earlier this summer before coming back to school to UTSA. How does it feel to get a career stat like 1,000 digs? How does that make you feel? All the work that you put in, all the effort to get to the next level, and we're going to see that next year at UTSA. But now the rest of this season, this team is on fire right now, 11-0, a big sweep tonight on the way to New Braunfels. How does that feel personally to get a mark like that?
It feels really good. I feel like I've worked really hard in practices and in all of our games, and I think we've just worked really good as a team. We've been working on our blocking a lot and getting our feet in the right spot on defense, so it's good we all have trust in each other and we all can do our own jobs.
9 of 11 people, girls on this team, are seniors. You guys have been together a while. How much fun is this senior year for you 9 girls? As it's like the last run, the last hoorah for you ladies. How much fun are you guys having?
Yes, it's been a lot of fun. We've been playing since like 7th grade. Well, we went to different middle schools, but we've all came together and we've all known each other since we were in middle school, and it's been really fun.
Any shout-outs before I let you go?
I want to give a shout-out to Addie Guido. She did really good, and she was putting balls down when we needed it.
Reagan Ramirez, congratulations. Over 1,000 digs in her career. The Eagles win it. No better way than to sign it off that way. Georgetown wins it a 3-set sweep over Round Rock at Round Rock. On to New Braunfels, the Lady Eagles go. Thanks for joining us tonight. Remember, it doesn't cost you a dime to be kind. Have a good night, everybody.